Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a classic arcade game finally being made available for a home console. And that home console is the Sega Genesis. It's all coming up right after this. Alright everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So the game I'm talking about is R-Type, and it's a game that has been released on several different platforms throughout its life, including the Super Nintendo, the TurboGrafx-16, but one system that it never was released for was the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive. Well, that's all about to change because a bunch of fans have produced a demo of the R-Type arcade game that is actually playable on the Sega Genesis. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Alright, and to start off, this is an article from TimeExtension.com talking about the first demo of R-Type's fan-made Mega Drive Genesis port now being made available. Now, I apologize in advance because I'm probably going to get this name wrong, but this is Andrea Baldaraghi, who has made a fan-made port of R-Type for the Sega Genesis and released a demo of that game. Now, the demo is going to include 3 stages plus a bunch of other special features. Now, up on this website is a trailer for the game, but I'm going to go through some actual gameplay of it, so we'll check that out in just a minute. But it says here, according to the trailer, the demo is going to include 3 stages and a bunch of customizable options, such as a range of ships to pilot, including a prototype Leo, a choice of background music arrangements, arcade or Mega Drive, and the ability to tailor the play area to your tastes. And I'll show off some of those features in a minute when we go through the demo. Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, a version of R-Type was actually planned for the Mega Drive back in the 90s, but never actually made it out. And this fan is basically taking that and creating it so that it plays for the Genesis. And apparently there was a special stage that was designed for the Mega Drive that wasn't in the arcade version. This says here, the Sega stage wasn't present in the original arcade version of R-Type, but the Master System developer Compile added it into its own port at the end of the 4th stage. It could be accessed by maneuvering your ship to a specific point at the top of the screen and was filled with a gauntlet's worth of enemies. Baldaraghi teased the stage might make an appearance in December of last year after fan request, but this is the first time we've seen it being played from start to finish, so on and so forth. I don't know if it's in the demo version that I've got. I've only played a little bit of it, but it looks like when the full version of this finally releases, there will actually be a secret stage in the game that isn't part of the arcade version or, I guess, any other ports of R-Type. So I'll have a link to that article in the description so you can check it out, read it for yourself, check out the trailers if you want. But more importantly, I'm also going to have a link to this, and this is the page where you can actually download this demo. Now, this is not a standalone playable version of R-Type. This is basically a ROM that would have to be played using an emulator. Now, they recommend you use Blastum. I've used Fusion. I happen to like that one, but you can pretty much use any Genesis or Mega Drive emulator that you like in order to play the game. Now here's what the developers themselves have to say about this demo. Mega R-Type demo. It's R-Type arcade action for your Sega 16-bit system. The galaxy is in deep peril. Foul creatures from the evil Beto Empire have warped across space to invade and conquer our planet. There is only one hope for victory. The Earth Defense League has chosen you to pilot R9, a nuclear-powered space fighter that can cut through invading aliens faster than a lightsaber through butter. Fly R9 through 8 exciting levels of high-powered action, using your plasma gun to rip through armies of nasty creatures and their deadly machines. And when the going gets really tough, pick up droid units to make your ship even harder hitting. You'll be up against creatures so mean and ugly they'll make your hair stand on end, but Earth is depending on you, so strap yourself in the cockpit, put your fingers on the triggers, and blast them out of the skies. Now here's what the demo includes. The demo is going to include 3 stages, arcade and remixed soundtracks, 2 difficulty levels, music player, and tons of mega options. To play through the demo, download the binary ROM to use with an emulator of your choice, but we recommend Blastem. Like I said, you can use whatever you want. Not only do they have a download for the ROM itself, but they have links to Blastem for Windows and Linux if you want to try that out as well. Now, they also mention here that if you have a Sega Genesis Mega Drive and an EverDrive or compatible device, all you need to do is copy the binary file to an SD card to play with the demo. So if you have a Mega Drive for your Sega Genesis, you can actually pop this on there and play it on the original Genesis hardware as well. So that's also pretty cool. Now, here's something else the developers really want people to know, and that this ROM is a fan creation and not affiliated with IREM Software Engineering, Inc. It doesn't contain any pre-existing or reverse engineering code from any available version of the original game. Any existing media appearing in the game is available online on websites not affiliated with the production team. So basically, again, this is a fan-made from scratch version of R-Type playable on Genesis and Mega Drive. It is not a recreation of an original ROM from the arcade or from any place else. So that's just something to keep in mind. Well, let's dive in and let's check out a little gameplay. I love side-scrolling shooters like R-Type. I'm just not very good at them, so I don't know how far I'll get in the game, but we'll show off a little of the gameplay, and you can decide for yourself how close it is to the arcade original and how cool it would have been to see this on the Genesis back in the day. All right, and here we are. We're going to take a look at the R-Type demo for the Genesis. And first thing I want to do is get into the menu and just show off some of the menu features. All right, so getting into menu customization, you can see you can change the number of lives. You can have 1, 3, 5, or infinite. And infinite means no enemy or bullet collisions, but can die hitting walls, and infinite lives. So just, I guess, a fun way to just kind of play through without really worrying about what's going to happen. But we'll leave it on 3 for now and see how that goes. Stages, you can pick your stage for the demo. You can play stage 1, stage 5, or stage 8. Ship type, you can stick with the original Arrowhead or check out the Leo prototype. We'll stick with the Arrowhead for now, but maybe I'll play a little bit with the Leo and see what that looks like as well. All right, background music, you have Mega, you have Arcade. So you can either have the Mega Drive remix version or the arcade remix version. I'm going to stick with the Mega version for now because it might help me to get around copyright. We'll see. Respawn type is arcade or Mega Drive. We'll stick with arcade. Play area, you can go full screen. You can do it similar to PC Engine. Dimensions says full screen playfield. HUD on top might overscan on some TVs. We'll stick with full screen. You can see the different controls at the bottom for A, B, and C. They change based on the different controller options that you pick. And difficulty is either easy or hard. I'm going to stick with easy. But let's dive in and let's play a little of the game and see how it plays. Alright, here we go. We are playing R-Type for the Genesis. And at first look, it's R-Type. And it plays like R-Type, looks like R-Type. You charge up your shot. Get the little helper guy. Call him back with the C button. The A button just fires. The B button fires and lets you charge up your shot. And the C button will, shoot out your little droid helper thing. I say overall it plays pretty good. Again, I'm playing it on a good PC with emulator, but I always remember the original NES version being really like slow. Like there was a ton of slowdown in the original version, and this so far is playing really nice. And I'm doing okay so far here. Got the extra little helper. There we go. And there we go. Ugh, I got killed. I'm surprised it took that long, to be honest with you. Oh, got missiles. Oh, damn it. I did not think I hit him. That sucked. I did not think I hit him. Those missiles again. I tell you, I'm probably not going to get past the first stage as you guys watch me play. But I gotta say, overall, I'm impressed with how good this looks and how well it plays. I think this is a really decent version of R-Type. Oh, he got me. Damn it. Game over. Alright. Well, there you go. At least you got a chance to see some of it. Alright, so let's do just a little bit more gameplay. I'm going to go to stage 5. I'm going to try the Leo prototype and see what that ship looks like. And keep everything else the same. Let's see how it goes. So now we got the Leo prototype ship. Playing on stage 5. And I cannot believe that just happened. Let's try that again. You guys think this is easy? Trying to play and talk at the same time? It's not easy. At all. But, wow, I gotta tell you. There's a lot of... There's quite a bit of stuff going on the screen, and it's playing really smooth, really nicely. So this is definitely something cool to check out. Not sure, you know, when a full version is going to be out, and if it's going to be something free or something paid for. Like I said, this is just a demo for now with a couple of stages on it, but it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of R-Type, if you're a fan of shoot 'em ups. Got yourself a Genesis emulator, or even an EverDrive on a real Genesis. This is definitely something worth checking out. This is pretty cool. And boom, I was not expecting that. And I'm going to be so in trouble now without anything else to help me here. So in trouble. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Yep, see? That was quick. Oh, well. But there you go. That's stage 5. Alright, so there you have it. That is R-Type for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive. What'd you think? I actually think it looks really good. I think it plays really well. It's too bad I'm awful at the game, but it is still a lot of fun. But, you know, if you're better at it than I am, be sure to check it out for yourself. I will have a link in the description below to where you can get the demo. Check it out for yourself. Let me know your thoughts. Would you have liked to have played this back on the Genesis back in the 90s? I think it would have been a really cool game to have on there. Like I said, Super Nintendo had it. TurboGrafx had it. Why not Genesis? How come it never made it to the Genesis? Very interesting. But look, it's available now, so be sure to check it out. Again, it's a demo. It's 3 stages. But yeah, it's definitely worth having a go at. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And leave me your comments below on your thoughts on R-Type for the Sega Genesis. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.